Hello. Let's get this thing lined up right. Hey, Bo. Hey, Westside. Hey, Otis. Hey, Thomas. Sorry for the late start. What's up with the crowns? Yeah, that's annoying. Let me guess, it's like showing like who's the most active in chat or something. Hey, Doug. Apparently, if you're a mod, you don't get a crown. I don't know about anybody else, but I am done with summer. It was 113 yesterday. It was 110 today. There's rumor monsoon is supposed to start sometime in my lifetime. It is flipping hot. I'm ready for summer to be done. So hopefully everybody had a good 4th of July. Yeah, that's going to take getting used to. You're like 3-4 more minutes, and then we'll get going. I don't know. Let me have a look. Oh, it's only the top 3. It's not everybody. I'm looking at it right now. Hey, Dave. I'm looking at this weird new crown thing going on. So it's called the leaderboard. There's a place for fans to stand out in the community. Top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream. So you can always try again. You collect experience points by sending live chats or super chats and super stickers. Yeah, at least you found it. Yeah, recommendation, Doug, if you send it in for grading, leave it in Rick's holder. They tend to give you a better grade if you leave it in his holder. Yeah, if there's a way to turn it off, I'm not finding it. But whatever, we'll deal with it. Weird. Hey, Moose Ox. I don't even know how I was counting because Doug and Westside have said way more than Dandy Dave. Yeah, Dandy Dave is number one. Unless those are levels and not, like, not ranking. I don't know. All right, so we had 16 items went in pre-sale. The majority of it was out of the Mercury Dimes. So all 5 of the bundles went in pre-sale. The 17D, 18D, 27 Plain Date, 29 Denver, 31 San Francisco, 39 Plain Date. Or sorry, 31 San Francisco, 39 Plain Date. The 41S, 42S, and the 44S over S RPM were the mercs that went in pre-sale. And then out of the Belgium 5 francs, the 1870 and the 1873 EF went in pre-sale, and then the other 2 items that went in pre-sale were from the Canadian tokens, the 1812 and the 1846. So, yeah, for tonight there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 7 mercs available, and then there's still more on the way. That's still not all of them. But alright, I'm going to get the beginning stuffs out the way. For anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. If you use Cash App, it will say Louis Kachera. That's me. You are in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $23. $6 being a little purple bubble mailer, $23 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package sent registered, there's an additional $35 charge on top of that. It is the only way you can have coins insured all the way through the mail. And keep in mind that if you have it sent registered, you will have to sign for it when it arrives. If you're new, you can get stuff tonight. You just have to email us by the end of the night. Email has to have your personal info, shipping info, channel name, which payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. If we don't get that email, you will not get anything, and we never ship without payment. We do also hold packages. If you want your package held, just make sure to let us know. I always recommend send me an email. That way you can upgrade. Why did I say upgrade? That way you can maximize. There we go. That way you can maximize your shipping. Fill your package all the way up if you want. If you do have this, hold it. It doesn't mean that you have to leave it here until it's full. If you want your stuff, just email us at some point and say, hey, I'm tired of waiting. Send me my stuff. And we will. Got to drive through Tucson. I didn't make it to your shop. I don't have a shop. I have my apartment. Picked up a Bolivia 8 real. Nice. Hey, Kevin. All right, and then here is our Facebook link. Anybody on Facebook, go give us a follow. Tonight's lot list is on there. It is the top post. We do put the lot list on there every day we have a sale. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, shoot me an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, and say, add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list at least a couple days before every sale, and you have the ability to pre-purchase items from that list as soon as it hits your email. We do not charge for pre-purchases right away. We wait until the night of the sale and then invoice everybody together. And then, of course, when I post the list up on Facebook the day of the sale, anything that went in pre-purchase has been removed. So what's on that list is what is available. And as always, check our rules and the rest of our rules and policies down in the description below. Little things like we don't ship international. Finally get the big daddy of Mercs to finish the book. So, like the 21S or whatever. And the 21 plane. Or are you talking about the 16? 16D. Nice. Well, congrats on completing your book. At least now everybody knows they won't be competing with you for Mercury Dimes unless you're planning on making a second collection. Alright, here we go. Kicking off, as always, with banknotes. Yeah, seated dollars are hard to find. Those are very rare. First one is 2008 25 PS3s. It is uncirculated and $2 from Egypt. And even the common, what would be considered like the common date for seated Liberty dollars are very expensive. Even in low grades. Anybody? We gotta find some more banknote, folks. Hope we can clear out some of these old banknotes. Alright, moving on. Gonna make some dinner. You're hungry? So am I. Make me something. Next up, 2017 50 PS3s. Uncirculated, $2. Okie dokie. Alright, moving on. To the 2022 10 pounds. Hey, Scott. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. This is a polymer note, uncirculated, going for $4. Making a burrito with fancy taco meat. My burrito, or my taco meat is very basic, but everybody seems to love it. It's just ground beef, and then I mix in the taco seasoning and paste pecanic sauce. And everybody loves it. Which, by the way, if anybody remembers the burger chain Fuddruckers, is how they did theirs. And that's actually where I learned it. Because I was a lead chef at Fuddruckers for a while. Alright, moving on. No love for Egypt notes tonight. I don't know if it is everywhere, but I know in Arizona they're gone. They're not here anymore. They haven't been here for probably at least 15 years. Next up, 1986 $10 Hong Kong. Dude, if you didn't see Mexican food in Tucson, that means you were not looking. There are Mexican restaurants on like every street. This one's going for $4. Alright, moving on. This one would be, I guess, like the showcase banknote for tonight. It's a 1961 50 kroner from Iceland. Uncirculated at $12. Alright, moving on. To the 1992 500 Dinara Yugoslavia. Uncirculated for $2. Alright, moving on. And then speaking of German banknotes, the last 4 of the notes tonight are the German banknotes. First one is 1914 5 marks at $2 because it is a little tattered. So it's only $2. But hey, how good will you look at 111 years old? And as with anybody, I'm just hoping that I make it to 100. I'd like to know that I haven't quite hit that halfway mark yet, you know? Or at least like to think that I haven't. Alright, moving on to the 1910 20 marks, going for $4. I do have people in my family that have made it to 100, so the possibility is there. And my wife has had people that made it into their late 90s. So the possibility exists. Plus, who knows what kind of medical advancements will happen in the next 50 years if we don't completely collapse into civil war. Which is looking like it's on the way. I don't think that way. Gotta stay positive. Alright, moving on. To the 1914 20 marks. Going for $4. Man, I made that comment and like 5 people instantly left. I guess some people didn't like that comment. It's just an observation, don't freak out. Alright, moving on. And the last one, 1919 50 marks. Over $4. If anybody wants a bundle on all the banknotes, I will give you guys a really good bundle tonight. Just because I'm trying to offload some of this old stuff. Doug's here almost every week. Let's see, I could do... I'll knock $16 off the top if anybody wants all of them. Tonight only. That makes all the $2 ones would be $1. All the $4 will drop to $2. The $12 one would drop to 10. And Doug's taking that bundle. You got it, sir. So it's 1, 1, 2, 2, 10, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. All right. Get rid of some of these notes. Since you have a notebook now, yeah, might as well start filling that thing. It's kind of the point, right? Granted, the bigger ones won't fit in it. They're not going to fit in standard notebook pages. Hey, Kelly, I haven't seen you in ages. How you been? You still have a package here, you know. It's been sitting here lonely. All right, next up, you guys have seen this thing before. I dropped the price on this tonight by $5. It's the lowest I can go on it and not lose money. Somebody should really grab this. This is a very cool set. This is the 1992 Australia Mint set, and it includes that special edition Olympic dollar coin that they did that year. Busy. So it used to be $25. I dropped it to 20 now. So that was a special commemorative dollar that they did for that year. Here's all the coins. So you got the $1, the $2, 50 cent, 20 cent, 10 cent, 5 cent. And going to Dandy Dave. Congrats, sir. Now you'll have to decide, do I leave it in the package or not? I would. I'd leave it in there. That's just me. You are very welcome. All right, next up. Some of those Canadian token coins that we've been doing the last few weeks. Still got a bit more to get through after tonight as well. So as I said, a couple of these did go in pre-sale. So we are starting off with the 1815. $18.15 halfpenny. It's got Britannia on the obverse. And then the eagle on the reverse. It is from Lower Canada. It's in a fine. And $15. This is a collection. If you can actually put the whole thing together, you have accomplished something. And you have a very awesome collection. Anybody? All right, moving on. to the 1837. This is the Citibank. Got the man with the sash. And the standard reverse for the Citibank. Upside down. I can get closer. Is that better, or are you talking about like you want it under the scope? I can show them under the scope if you want. Here's the first one. Ooh, focus. Half penny token, not 1815. There you go. That's the 1815. $15 if you want it. And then the 1837, 1815, going to Dandy Dave. And you see there it says City Bank on the ribbon. City on one side, bank on the other. Anybody on this one? Indeed. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1837 Citibank. It's in a fine for $10. Oops, I just linked the wrong one. That's the one we just did. Let me fix that real quick. Be gone. Give me the right one. There we go. Okay, so this is the Bank of the People. 1837. Bank du People. Going for $10. It's in a VG. You have a 1972 decent that found a coineral hunting. 3.49 grams. Like I said, it might be on a foreign planchet when you asked about that last week. Or the week before. So the only thing I can say is maybe it's on a foreign planchet. If you happen by a coin shop somewhere, you could have them look at it and see what they think. Also, if you go to Rick Snow's website, so here you go. That's Rick Snow's website, IndianCent.com. His address is on there. You can mail him stuff and ask him to look at it and appraise it and see if it's anything special, and he will, and he'll mail it back. All right, moving on. Or if he likes it a lot, he might make you an offer on it. Oh, no worries. Ask questions, man. Do never be afraid to ask questions. Even if you asked before, maybe you forgot. Who knows? Ask questions. It's all good. Next up, 1838 halfpenny. This is from Montreal. It's in a fine. This is the one with the bouquet on the front. Montreal. So unsu, for anybody who doesn't know, that means half cent. Well, remember, early Canada was very much influenced by the French. Going to Aaron. Considering Napoleon was up there for a bit. Isn't the war 1812? Didn't we fight Napoleon up there? Am I remembering that right? All right, and the last one, 1844. From Montreal. This is the one that's got the building on it. It's in a Via for $15. Bank of Montreal. Honestly, Napoleon probably would have won a lot of his wars if the French wouldn't have kept kicking him out. Tell you what, anybody wants all three? Would have been $35 at full price. If anybody wants all three of them, I will do it at... I'll go $29 for all three. Knock $6 off. Anybody? That drops them to 8, 8, and 13. And Aaron is taking that deal. Congrats, sir. Tell you what, Aaron, since you got the other one, I'll drop the other one to 13 too. So you get $8 off total. You're very welcome. All right, next up. So these are some of the world coins you don't see all that often. And I got a pack of 8 of them. It's going for $16, so it's only 2 times face. It says 8 Canadian dollar coins. They're all either BU or proof. They are the 100% nickel ones. So you're getting the 1968 BU. Let's focus that a little better. So that was the first year that they did them not in silver. The 67 was, of course, the goose. 69 BU. The 82 commemorative. This is the Confederation Constitution commemorative BU. The 84 proof. Beautiful decam. The 84 commemorative proof. This is the Jacques Carter. Another beautiful decam. This one's missing a label. This is the 84 proof. All right. Then 86 proof. And 87 proof decam. So anybody. All 8 coins, $16. Only 2 times face. That's a good deal. Let me see something real quick. Where's that one? 1984. Jacques card dollar. So list value just on this one alone is $10. Whoops. God damn it. Sorry. If you're still on there, give me a minute. I accidentally closed YouTube. Did I save it? Did I catch it in time? Are you guys still here? Okay, good. I caught it in time. So if anybody said anything in the last like minute, I didn't catch it. Because I accidentally closed my YouTube. I wanted to make sure that it didn't kill the stream. So yeah. So this one alone, the list on this one alone is $10. So there's more than half of your $16 right there. Just in that one coin. Man, nobody. All right. I know, nobody wants it. Like I said, beautiful coins. They're ones you don't see very often. They're ones I'm betting most people don't, that even that do collect Canadian, don't have. You got a $10 value just in one of those coins. But nobody wants it. So we are moving on to silver. Starting off with 1963 1/10 golden. I should go scope. That's a small coin. $64% silver AU, $5. Netherlands Antilles. Anybody? Speaking of silver, did you guys see silver jump $1 today? 37.40 per ounce right now. Pretty soon I'm going to have to check all my world silver coins here and make sure that I'm not selling them for under melt. Yeah, they only have them for a few years, and the silver, they only have it, I think, only did it 1 year in silver. And then there's a few years that they have them as the clad. All right, moving on. Oh, nope. Kelly came in late on this one. Congrats, Kelly. Alrighty. Alright, next up, got a few from Mexico today. Some Mexico silver. Let's get back to the overhead. Alright, first one up for Mexico today is the 1952 5 peso. It is an AU, $26. It's not me, dude. It's YouTube. That's some new thing that YouTube's doing. Wow, glare. Anybody? Let's see what melt on this is right now. 1952. 52, 5 peso, Mexico. Oop, 1952, not 1052. See, current melt. Current melt on this coin is $23.87. You have not been buying from this channel for over 7 years. You know how I know that? Because I've only been doing this for 6.5. But yeah, you were one of the originals for sure. So let's see, 26 minus 23.87. So right now, I'm selling this coin for $2.13 over melt. Nope, I've only been doing this for 6.5 years. I started in 2018. But it was like right at the tail end of 2018 when I started doing just regular streams. I wasn't selling yet. And then it was in 2019 when I started selling. But the channel I created in like September of 2018. And nobody wants that for $2.13 over melt. Oh, and then there's also one that's toned. Same price. So 2 of these available. $2.13 over melt each. He started streaming again for a little bit, and then I don't know if he's still doing it. But he's a really busy guy. All right. Nobody wants a super good deal. Got it. All right, next up, I got 2 of these available. These are the 1968s. The 25 pesos. That's a typo. It's supposed to say 72% silver, not 73. These are BUs. Well, here's the edge lettering on these. So let's see on these. What are these right now on melt? So current melt value on these, $19.35. Mintage on these? 27,182,000. $25 each. anybody wants both, I'll do both for 44. That makes them $2 and change over melt, just like the others. Each. I can't do a deal on the other ones because they're already like, I'll get less than melt after PayPal fees. Remember about a year ago, people were all hyped about stocking up on Mexico silver. Now I'm having trouble selling it. Oh. Dandy Dave taking one of them. Congrats, sir. If anybody decides you want the other one, let me know. All right, and the last one for tonight from Mexico is the 1977 100 peso. 72% silver AU, $26. Melt value on this one is $23.89. So again, $2 and change over melt. Mintage number is not listed on this one. At least not on NGC. Let's see if New Mista has the mintage on this one. $5,225,000. NGC's got the mintage listed. Or not NGC, but New Mista. Anybody? $2 and change over melt. You have 2 albums worth? All right, moving on. Oh, I know you like the old ones. I do too. They're just, as you can imagine, I can't get them very often either. And there's a lot of them I've been able, I could have gotten, but then I would have had to sell them to you guys for like more than list, and I don't like doing that. So, you know, but I can't be losing money, so I'm sure y'all understand. All right, next up, one coin from Australia tonight is the 1943 florin. Some odd toning on it. And 925 sterling silver VF, $16. Tona. Yeah, it's like 8 reals, for example. One of the reasons I rarely ever have 8 reals is because if I buy them, I'm buying them at list, which means I'm going to have to like mark it up, you know, at least 20%, because I'm going to lose 10% off the top from PayPal. And then, you know, by the time it's all said and done, I made maybe like $10. You guys know me. I don't like overcharging you guys. It bugs me. I don't like it when other people do it, and I don't like doing it. All right, moving on. Next up, we got a couple from Panama today. A couple of Balboas. Low mintage coins coming up. First one, 1971. 90% silver proof, 18,000 minted. 45 bucks. Anybody? Come on. Work with me. I could do 42, Doug. That'd be the lowest I could go. Can you come up $2? All right, going to Doug, 42 bucks. Congrats, sir. All right, and then the other one is the 1974 Balboa at 30,000 minted. Also going at 45. 90% silver proof. Yeah, I can do 42 on this one as well. Going to Doug, 42. I've had the 76 a few times. Isn't the 76, isn't that one of the 40%? Give me a sec, I'm curious about that now. Oh no, that's actually 76 is actually a copper nickel clad. But only 12,000 minted. So 76 isn't even silver at all. I get them every now and again. And okay, 76 apparently had both. They had a non-silver and a silver. Okay, the silver one was actually 925 sterling. And mintage of 14,000. And then 79 is the rarest, actually. 79 is the 7,160 were minted. Yep. Yeah, it's my birth year as well. All right, next up. Actually, give me 1 sec. I got to go get my wife up because she has not come out yet, and she's got to get up for work. So, guys, give me a minute. I got to go get my wife up for work. All right, wife is awake. Sorry about that. We're into 75. Isn't the 150, isn't that the gold one? Oh, platinum, you already said that. Oh, wait, yeah, the gold is the 100, I think. Yeah, gold is the 100 Balboa is their gold coin. 90% gold. So just under a quarter ounce. Melt value. Melt value right now on the gold ones is $786.77. All right. Oh, what we're doing. All right. We are now on to Portugal. We have one coin from Portugal. Well, yeah, if you get the golds and the platinums and everything, it's going to be very expensive. If you got it from directly from a dealer, yeah, probably. That'd be about what I would have to pay. So if I was carrying them, it'd probably be closer to like 1,100 if I had it. Somewhere between 1,000 and 1,100. Which is why I don't really do bullion, because I have to mark them up too much. All right, so this is the 1946 2.5 escudos. 64% silver in fine, $4. Let's do that under the scope. Oh, going to Aaron. Here you go, Aaron. Here's a better look at it. Only 540 minted. All right. Next up, got some from Britain tonight. You probably pay $1,000 for it. Well, if I come across it, I will keep an eye out. I've never come across one, so. But if you want one, I'll keep an eye out if I can get it at a decent price. All right, kicking off Britain, 1942 sixpence. 50% silver, BU toned. Going for $8. Going to Kelly. Scratch Kelly. Move over a little bit. There we go. And next up, 1943 sixpence BU. This one's going at 15. I'd love to own a gold coin, but even if I did, I'd probably end up having to sell it to you guys. I've never owned a gold coin. Well, other than, you know, when I owned them in the inventory and sold them to you guys. All right, moving on. And the last coin from Britain tonight is the 1942 florin. VF, $8. %, silver. See what melt is on these right now, just out of curiosity. $6.77 is melt. So that coin is $1.23 over melt. All right, moving on. Next up, we got one coin from Sweden. It is a 1955 10 ore. 40% silver, going for $3. It's in a VF. Got a little bit of toning going on. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next up is Italy. So these are all 500 liars. We got the 1958 500 liar. Hey, go away. EF for $20. The 65 AU for 25. And the 66 VF for 14. And if anybody wants all three, I'll knock $6 off the top. So it'd be 18, 23, and 12. So $43 for all of them. These are 83.5% silver. Here's a good deal for you, Aaron. These all have boats on them. These have the 3 ships. And Aaron's taking the deal. Congrats, sir. Yeah, they are. Those are really nice coins. All right, next up, one coin from the Bahamas. It is a 1966 50 center. 80% silver AU. Only 701,000 were minted. Going for 16 bucks. God, glare. Anybody. All right, moving on. To the 1873 position B, 5 francs, Belgium. 90% silver VF, 45 bucks. This is the only one of the Belgium 5 francs still available. The other two went in pre-sale. If you don't have one of these in your collection, these are very cool coins. They do have edge print. So what, a 152-year-old coin right there? Wow. And where'd everybody go? We only got 3 people on. We had 9 people like 3 minutes ago. All right, moving on. Next up, we got 2 from the Netherlands. They're actually the same coin in the same grade. So 1944, 10 cents. They're both AU tone. They're 10 bucks a piece. Gorgeous, gorgeous coins. 64% silver. Tell you what, anybody wants both, I'll do both for 12. Give you a nice little deal. And Kelly's taking that deal. Congrats, Kelly. Just saved yourself $8. Alrighty, next up. 1944, 50 centavo, USA, Philippines. 75% silver AU. It's got some toning on it. Over 15 bucks. The forgotten US coins. There are a lot of people out there that don't even know these ever existed. Something I've always wondered, because all US coinage is still spendable, nothing has been demonetized. What would happen if you tried to buy stuff with the USA Philippine centavos? They probably just think they're 50-cent pieces. What do you think? All right, moving on. All right, next up. I am still amazed nobody has ever picked this one up. This is like the 5th time I've shown it. 1848, braided hair, large cent. VG, 20 bucks. Oh, some people will call the cops on you if you try and spend stuff with $2 bills, thinking you're trying to do counterfeit money. And some of the cops will arrest you, not realizing that they're real. So going to Dandy Dave. Congrats, Dandy Dave. This coin finally found a home. I would love to put together a really nice collection of the large cents. That is on my bucket list. This one I'm actually surprised didn't actually made it to the sale. Normally these don't. 1909 wheat cent. This is the non-VDB variety. It's in an EF for $4. And going to Kelly. There you go, Kelly. Here's a better view of it. It's got that dark toning going on. And no VDB down at the bottom. Yeah. I'll tell you to fall. Knock it off. Yeah, the SVDB. And, you know, you're looking about $800 in low grade. I think that's the one that most people need. The SVDB and the 14D are the two big ones. Next up, 1864 large motto 2 cent. It's in a good for 10 bucks. I'm amazed the prices on these are not higher. And the reason for that is, for those of you that know wheat cents, you know that the reason why the premium on a 31S is so high is because the mintage was very low. There are less surviving 2 cent pieces across all the dates they were made in total than there were 1931S wheat cents made. That's how few of these are still out there. So I'm amazed that the prices on them, even in low grade, aren't higher. All right, moving on. And then here's another one I've been trying for the longest time to find a home for. And I'm amazed nobody's taken it, considering I didn't even put a premium on top of it for the error. 1870 Shield Nickel VF. The $60 price tag on this one is based only on the grade. It has nothing to do with the lamb error on the reverse. $18.70. And the lamb error is right there. And you can tell it's a lamination error because there's missing material, but the devices are still there. And I'm going to do a deal on this one tonight because I really want to get this one into a home. So I'm going to offer it to you guys for my break-even price. For tonight only. 40 bucks. And going to Aaron. Gratzer. All right, into the Mercury dimes. All right, so again, all three of the 5-coin bundles, which were coins from that collection. The 17D, the 18D, 27 plain date, 29 Denver, the 31S, 39 plain date, 42S, 43S, and the 44S over S RPM all went in pre-sale. So we are kicking off Mercury Dimes. These, again, are all from that collection that I got recently. We're kicking off tonight with the 1919S. Fine for $8. Anybody? Going to Chef. Congrats, Chef. Next up. $1923 San Francisco. Extremely fine. 35 bucks. A little bit of toning going on. Got a nice gold patina on it. This one is close to AU, but I don't know. There was just something about it that kept me from calling it an AU, so I went with EF instead. Anybody? All right, moving on. To the 25S VF toned, going for $8. Anybody? All right, moving on. Oh, nope, going to Chef. Congrats, Chef. All right, next one, 1925 Denver. VF tone, 25 bucks. You can kind of see the different colors of toning in there. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next up, 1938S. BU, 20 bucks. Not a split band, unfortunately. Can't really see it under the scope. Trying to get one of the cameras so I can show you the luster on it. This thing is gorgeous. Oh. Anybody? All right, moving on. To the 1941 plain dates, BU full split band, 28 bucks. You cannot get a better grade than having that full split band. Check it out. Going to Chef, Gratzer. All right, and the last one of these for tonight, another BU. 1943 plain dates, BU 18 bucks. A little bit of gold patina going on there. Tell you what, anybody wants the other three that are left? Or the other four that are left? That's the 43 BU, the 38S BU, the 25 Denver VF toned, and the 23S extremely fine with the toning. See, so full price, those would have been 35, 60, 80. That would have been 98 bucks full price. I'll knock 20 bucks off. And Chef's taking that deal, Gratzer. Alrighty. Next up, 1994 S Rosy Dime, 90% silver proof. $5. Anybody? Going to Kelly. Grass Kelly. Hey, at least you're investing, right? All right. All right, next up, I got some silver proof quarters. They are the Mac Daddy year, the 2012s. Silver proofs. I have 2 sets available tonight. These are that low mintage year. So you got Denali. Acadia. Chocolate Culture. El Yunky. And Hawaii Volcanoes. $18 a piece or $75 for the set. Saves you $15 if you get the set. And I got 2 sets available. You know what, actually, I'm going to give you guys a better deal tonight. Just because y'all are awesome and I'm in a decent mood. For tonight only, I'm going to go $60 per set. That makes them $12 each. 1 set gone to be our chef. Anybody on the other set? That is the lowest I have ever offered this set for. Somebody else better jump on that other one. All right, moving on. All right, then the last 3. I don't know if you guys realize or not, but these last couple of lots, I've actually done a lower price on than I normally do. Because usually I charge $5 a piece for these. Lately, I've been trying to offer them to you guys for $3, and nobody's been wanting them. which is the 71 Denver and Plain Date Ikes. I've been going $3 a piece. They are BUs. This is one of the 2 years that the Ikes were not in the mint set. You cannot get these in mint sets. They were circulation only, 71 and 72s. Let me see something real quick. Ike dollars. Clad. All right, so were these to get Mint State 63s? List on these would be $20. At least that's for the plain date. Let's see if the Denver is any different. Nope, $20. So $20 list each. If they were to hit 63s. All right, moving on. Oh, Doug just came in. Doug just barely beat you, Chef. Good. And the last one of the night. The 1975 Type 1. That's how you know it's the 1975 release, because it's the Type 1. Narrow letters, not the blocky letters. Blocky letters is the 76 release. Bicentennial. Going to Chef. Grazie. All right, recap. All right, the 8 Canada dollar coin bundle is still available. At $16. And again, it's a very good deal. Considering I showed earlier that just that one commemorative has a list price of $10. So you got $10 and one coin on that set. Anybody want to see it again, or anybody want to pick it up? Show you real quick, just at least the $10 one. Yeah, that one alone. That's a $10 coin right there. That's just one coin of the set. There's also another commemorative in the set. So pretty much you're probably paying for those 2 coins and get the rest for free. $68 BU, $69 BU, your 2 commemoratives, which are 82 and 84. That one I forgot to put a mark on, but that's an 84 proof. 86, 87. Another 84. It's only 16 bucks, guys. All right, that's still available if anybody wants it. All right, Mexico, we still got the 1952 5 peso. Both of them are still available. If anybody missed it, nope, Dandy Day is taking the Canada dollars. If anybody missed it, all of the Mexico silver coins are $2 and change over melt. So you got the 1952 5 pesos. They're both AUs, 26 bucks a piece. They're $2 and change over melt. One of the 1968 25 pesos BU is still available, 25 bucks. That's $2 and change over melt. And the 77 100 peso AU at 26 bucks is $2 and change over melt. Anybody on those? All right, 1943 Florin VF is still available from Australia. 925 sterling silver VF, 16 bucks. For Britain, 1943 sixpence BU, 15 bucks, and the 42 Florin VF for 8. For Sweden, 1955 10 ore, 40% silver VF at 3 bucks. The 1966 50-cent Bahama Island AU for 16. And then the 1873 position B 5 franc Belgium 90% silver VF at 45 bucks. That is everything still available on World Silver. Anybody on any of those? Here's this one again just because it deserves being shown again. Just because it's a freaking awesome coin. It's at 1873. Just like with American dollars, the position is which way is the edge lettering facing. So if you have it like this, it shows it's upside down, which makes the position B. All right, and the only American coins that didn't go are the 1864 large motto 2 cent and the one set of the 2012s. So last call on everything. You guys are 291 bucks away from another sellout. National Park set going to Aaron. Congrats, sir. You're now 231 away. All right, last call and everything. Oh, and the USA Philippines, sorry. That one's still available. 44S, 50 centavo AU. $75 silver. That one was $15. And Chef is bidding the USA Philippines. Congrats, sir. All right, last call and everything. Yeah, just keep reminding me. I put a note on here so I'll at least remember for tonight. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Everybody, thanks for coming out. As always, give me a little bit to get the invoices out. Hope y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next time.